Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Tony boy.
I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid.
Or man surviving the post-apocalyptic events with 4 hard cocks ready to shoot and get everybody pregnant, re-energizing the world with brand new babies in the generation of predatory rapists. Welcome to K4V3. Ow!
There you go, baby. See, like, that's the thing. You can't beat that with AI or whatever. You know what I mean? You can't beat this human creativity and fun. You know what I mean?
Not
What's
just
up,
on the
everyone?
side, but like how genuine it sounds, like how instead of like something so artificial and so vain, you know, the human experience, the human touch to it.
Even messing up, like, when you mess with AI image generators and they mess up with like 7 fingers, it looks stupid. But sometimes, a kid messing up a foot looks like that shit could probably sell for like 7 to 10 million bucks to some guy in a French art gallery.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Splatter all over the fucking thing. It's like, it's art.
Let's just get it started. Welcome back to the cave. It's your boy Joe Reese, and I'm here with the caveman, like Trebles said. I got Abra and Chef. And before we begin, make sure you check out our sponsors at safelightcandle.com. If you need lighting for your home, workspace, or studio, why aren't you getting it at safelightcandle.com? Also, check us out at cave.com, where you can access our Patreon page, where we have more exclusive content, access to our Discord community, and many more. That's K4V3.com. All right, we got Trebles from Paranoid Radio, part like 3 or 4. If you're keeping track, you know what I mean?
I lost fucking track. Yo,
let me just tell you guys, this is the first episode of 2024, and I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't be going so deep in the rabbit holes anymore, because there's beauty out here in the world, you know what I mean? There's color out here, but goddamn, the shit's going crazy right now, bro. Aliens in Miami, fucking Jewish holes, rabbi holes. I like follow the white rabbi. Yeah, I'm seeing some crazy shit right now.
Absolutely.
And it's hard not to be like, oh man, let me get out the folders, you know what I mean? Let me get the binders back out. This is what I'm talking about.
yeah.
How's your New Year's been, guys? And I mean, how are you guys digesting this crazy shit? You know what I mean? I'm trying to step away from it again.
If I may go first, everybody, thank you so much for having me back. K4V3, my name is Trebles Garcia, the host of Paranoid Radio Podcast, the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. You can check us out at paranoidradio.com. And do not forget to drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoy making it. Now, to get to the point of your fucking, to your question. Yeah, dude, I digest conspiracy theories very well. It's just, I have kids. I'm trying to normalize it. I try to do the same thing for New Year's, kick back and not do so much cocaine and cocaine accessories, and just drink a couple beers, drink some fucking soup, eat some carne asada, and have the normal shit going on, like digest it easier. But the moment fucking 2024 comes in, we get hit with fucking alien abductions in fucking Miami. They close the air. They shut down the radio frequencies for the cops. All Wi-Fi shut down. There's no more cops in the fucking city. The sheriffs and the highway patrols had to close down the whole area. And then allegedly it was just some kids with some sticks. How big were those fucking sticks? And what kind of kids were they? Were they alien kids? I mean, fuck, bro. Yeah, true shit, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bad thing about this, and this is something I knew about all the alien disclosure shit, is you're going to see a lot of bullshit now. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's confirmed. Okay, the pinata has been hit. Cat's out the bag. But now, like, there's a lot of shit that's coming with that too. You know what I mean? I'm seeing a bunch of videos saying confirmed from Miami, and it's like, oh, I don't know about that. You know what I mean?
The thing I'll say with that too is that I'm sure you've heard it with other videos and things like that. We live in fucking 2024, and we still gotta record this shit with like those huge ass shoulder cameras where it's all fucking blurry. Like, why can't we get a full high quality. We have 8K cameras on our phones. How can we not get an 8K video of this alien?
All year you get bombarded with propaganda that iPhone can beat fucking Google Pixel, that Samsung can beat Galaxy Fox, and then some other fucking baby back bullshit. And when the moment comes to pull out your fucking phone and record some alien fuckery, you don't. And you can't, because then your phone can't record because it looks fucking blurry and pixelized. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Some baby back bullshit. Can I get my baby back?
If any phone companies are listening and you're developing a new phone with a better camera, that's your selling point. You could take a video of UFOs and Bigfoot.
Holy fuck!
You heard it here first. Let's sit on that patent, guys. I got 5 on it.
Phone again.
Holy fuck! I didn't think about it that way. Shit, good selling point, bro. That's a pitch.
I'd buy it just because of that. It doesn't have to get them. I'd just because you seen that commercial? Was it the jerky? And you don't mess with Sasquatch.
Oh yeah.
Those fucking commercials were hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Diving into and skidding into the conspiracy theory would be great. As a matter of fact, I think Tesla's coming up with that fucking phone. What's it called? Pi. And not Tesla, fucking Elon Musk. And he already uncensored Twitter X. So then how easy would it be for him to come up with that slogan, which he just fucking patented right now on K4V3.com, and then sell that to the people as, you know what? Do not miss the next alien abduction with the new Pi phone. Holy fuck, bro.
Yeah, man. If you have a movie coming out, it could be that alien, and you know what I mean? You could hit 3 birds with 1 stone.
It was a movie set, bro. The entire thing at Miami, it was a movie set.
They say
Huge
that.
Movie set. Yeah.
They say that too.
Yeah, a huge movie set. Watch in the next 6 months, a huge movie come out about some alien shit, and then they're gonna say like, "Oh, remember what happened in Miami?" Yeah, movie shit. Because coincidentally, there was no other emergency, dude. I mean, think about it. We're super. I'm not trying to be conspiratorial here, but there's so many fucking people in Miami. Just LA alone, the county of LA has more people than the entire country of El Salvador. I'm talking about huge millions and millions of people. You're going to tell me that one incident in Miami didn't trigger other people to start acting stupid on the other side of town or start stealing shit or start rioting? The first thing that happens, human error, human thinking, human emotion is, oh, they're distracted. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go steal me some fucking TVs, et cetera, and et cetera. So, I mean, fuck, bro. You tell me what the fuck. For sure, it was a movie set, bro.
Yeah. I'm not 100% on that, but I don't really buy into it. There was a few people that did come out and kind of went over their point of view, and it just seemed a little sketch, because I've heard, and I guess you could still call them aliens, but one of the accounts was someone said that it almost looked like this gigantic portal like opened up, and these big tall creatures that were kind of almost like shadowy figures, but they kept glitching in and out of reality.
Yeah, I heard that.
I think a lot of these people that are coming out, like there's probably a good chance that they're coming out just to say that they were there, just to get the likes, the follows, all the shit. And the amount of cop cars that were there were pretty insane. Now I do have a buddy, and his buddy is a buddy who has a buddy. He's actually I don't even have to say that. He's actually
his name is Buddy.
Fuck off. He's actually on the Miami Police Department, and he is going back to saying that it was a bunch of young kids, but it was, I think he even said that they were like gangbangers or something like that, or they were something to that nature. And again, but it still got brought up that there was like sticks, and I didn't hear nothing about guns. So I don't know. I would like to believe what he was telling me is true.
Word.
Can we get him on the podcast?
If he's down to talk about it, I'm actually going to be doing a show with him on next Wednesday.
I'd be down.
So I will hit him up next Wednesday.
I'd be down to hear the other side of it too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, let's play devil's advocate. It's New Year's, so people have stockpile of fireworks that they didn't use. Sometimes a week after New Year's, you guys hear fireworks in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Just let them off. So potentially, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not far out there. We're kind of around the same age for us to, with our group of friends, to be like, fuck that. Let's go there with our fireworks and pop off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it could have been a distraction as well, because we also have the supposed Epstein list that just came out as well. So what better way to take the eyes off of that than to say that there was aliens at a fucking mall? I think they could have done better than a mall, like out of all places.
Quite honestly,
But-
and it motivates. It doesn't only motivate the rest of the public, the fucking people that are sheep or sleep or normies that I could to call them, but it also gets us. Well, at least my team, my side of the town, conspiracy theorists, all hyped up for nothing, right? And
Yep.
like what you said, it does match. And I learned something, dog, and there's no coincidences in life, dog. There's only cause and effect, right? Something happens because of something happening before that. It trickles down. So it could have been that they're trying to distract. But the coordinates, I posted up the video. They were trying to scrub it.
Yeah, what's that about? What's that about?
Coordinates. So they'll flip the coordinates of the mall. I think it's west. It has the numbers. You keep the same numbers. All you do is it has south and west for the mall. If you put east, you put north and east. You switch out the letters. It takes you to the North Pole. Now, it's that a fucking coincidence, bro? Get the fuck out of here, dude. It's not, dude. It's not. They did this shit. They play on numbers has been around for centuries, bro. Gematria. I mean, there's a lot of shit. And I don't want to get into the number game, right? Because it's very, you go into a big ass rabbit hole. But there's no coincidences in life, bro. For sure. 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the video over here, but I mean, just on a shallow kind of capitalized angle,
Aliens,
like,
okay.
like fucking what's it called? Grand Theft Auto's in Miami, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of mission with aliens in the mall. You know what I'm saying?
They had it in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Chirpy ass fucking. I tried to linger at that level just because I liked that shit and I was big when I was playing it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave some aliens.
And they were
hanging out
releasing
just a
that
little
the same time that we were playing that game during that missions when they legalized marijuana in California. What was the guy trying to promote in that game before you got into the fighting status with the aliens?
bit. Oh yeah, was it a Willie Nelson? I think, right?
I think it was some random ass.
Yeah.
dude, I think.
Yeah, you're fucking right, dog. I'm not crazy. I am starting to think that, yeah, because I'm a conspiracy theorist. Like, even the legalization of marijuana is being weaponized and is a psyop. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it
But let me
shut down. That shut down
play this
so many
shit.
people.
Yeah, which one?
Everyone, the legalization of marijuana in California. Like, I lived up in the Emerald
yeah.
Triangle, where the best fucking weed is grown, in my opinion. And a lot of
Homegrown, right?
people, oh, dude, I'm talking homegrown. I'm talking hydroponics, dude. I am not even kidding you, dude. I had fucking a few pounds and no one would buy it because as soon as they legalized it, the fucking market fucking tanked. So a lot of people that I knew that were pretty big time growers, dude, they fucking lost pretty much everything. I knew a couple of them, and it was
And
actually
even that, I think even that's saturated, bro. Nowadays, you have to pump certain chemicals at a certain temperature during certain times of the year. You can only buy certain seeds to have certain germination on it. Like, I mean, they didn't only weaponize it. I mean, they don't only tax it. Now they're weaponizing it. Conspiracy. I mean, think about it, bro. Like everything else, pharmaceutical companies, they got you coming and going.
Yeah, let's bookmark that, Chef, because I do want to talk about that, and I have a pickle. I have a bone to pick with fucking the legalization of weed. I think they're robbing us, bro. I think they're robbing us. But let me just play this real quick about the coordinates in the mall.
let's go.
Good man.
You guys hear it?
Holy moly. And the other one's at the North Pole. How weird is that? That's not possible. Y'all got to watch all three parts. All right, as you can see, this is the Miami Mall coordinates where the aliens were. I'm going to change the west and north to south and east.
Bam.
You
And
just
look
rotating.
where it takes us. Right to Antarctica. But look, y'all know it's even more weird, though? Watch this.
Wait, what?
Now I'm going to take the coordinates. I'm going to change the south and the east to I think it's west and north or north and west. So watch this.
I didn't go this far into the hole. Oh, shit.
Changing that to west. And look where it takes me. Right to the mall. This takes me right to the mall. Okay. So then I just change the west and north around and look where it takes me. The North Pole. Well, technically Greenland, but dude, that is wild, man. Dude, it took me
So
right
you
to
said portals. I mean, I truly believe that because I think they're interdimensional, and I think. Have you guys seen Godzilla versus King Kong? with the North Pole, South Pole being a portal type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Don't judge me, but I kind of believe that. You know what I'm saying?
What's in Greenland? Greenland has, I think, the biggest. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I think Greenland has the biggest labs of in fridges where they keep every single seed of the world. Kind of like a big, like a seed bank. And then that movie Greenland came out about a year ago where they had the only bunker that would survive a meteor shower or like destroying the earth was also in Greenland. Military. I'm just saying, putting things together here. I'm throwing shit around. Fuck it. You know, you never know what we might hit.
What if that was almost like a clue?
I don't know. Now we're getting deep into that one.
Why would you stockpile seeds? Like I have a stockpile of seeds right here, just in case shit hits the fan. I got seeds to be able to grow plants and whatnot. But what if that was like almost like a clue that there might be like some blackout or something, and you're not going to be able to go to grocery stores, and you're going to need your own food.
Let me ask you some. Sorry. Go ahead. Another
current event is Mark Zuckerberg building an underground bunker. What the fuck, man? Don't it's a conspiracy, man.
No, there was 5 other billionaires that did it. There was 5 other billionaires right now wasting over $25 billion all put together, building fucking even Joe Biden. Excuse me. I think Joe Biden had this thing in Delaware also under his home, building a huge fucking bunker. Look it up. #Búscalo. Aliens are gay. Shit, man.
Hey. Yeah, man. I think they are gay though. I think so because like they don't have penises or vaginas, right? Like
they can't procreate. That's why they want to come. That's why everybody wants to come down and fucking female human beings because they're so fucking easy.
But let's. I mean, it's crazy that like it might if you're listening to this later and not now. It sounds like we're jumping all over the place. But it's funny how aliens always comes up when the Epstein case starts bubbling up and
Dick, didn't you tell me that Epstein is a fucking alien on my 200th episode?
Oh my god, bro! Let me tell you some. I have another picture to show you. I showed you the UFO and the Epstein head, right? That shit's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't put that up. I am gonna put it up later on. You know what? I'll put that up tonight. I'm tagging on that shit.
Let me show you a fucking image of an artwork from John Podesta. Which is another suspect, right?
Yeah.
But you guys can talk while I'm pulling this up. You guys can talk while I'm pulling this up.
This show is brought to you by K4V3, a cave filled with chrome. Wait, fuck, I fucked up. My bad.
Adrenochrome? No. But I mean, the whole idea they talk about that bunker with the seeds. It's the whole idea is in case, catastrophic events happens on Earth, at least we'll be able to reset. That's what we're told. Could be true, could be not, but what is fishy, it's true. It's only the rich folks that have these. I wouldn't say only, because I'm sure there's people that made their own, those what do they call them? They're those preparers, disaster preparers.
Doomsday preppers.
Preppers, baby.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. So I'm sure there's some preppers out there that made their own bunkers. But the news comes out like when it's the rich folks, even developers making these bunkers, and the developers sell them for millions of dollars, obviously, to rich folks.
And then you got trade, and then you got like 18-wheeler, what's it called, truckers too, that commercial truckers that are dropping a bunch of shit in the Cheyenne Mountains, underground bunkers, military bunkers, and they have like, I'm talking about like whole fucking tunnel systems, bro, where they're just dropping up shit, and then they go, they're not allowed at a certain. Pizza? They're dropping off pizza? Holy fuck.
Yeah, there was one guy, dude. There was one guy, and he's like, I'm about to be going into this tunnel system. And he looks over to the right. Yeah, and there's this Little Caesars, fucking huge ass Little Caesars 18-wheeler.
And this episode is not brought to you by Little Caesars. Not doing no free promotion.
Caesars, bro.
Fuck Little Tijeritas, dog.
Hey, maybe it was garlic knots. Maybe it was just a bunch of garlic knots. I don't know.
I just had pizza, but she gives me a bunch of heartburn, bro. Ugh.
So what I'm trying to connect, let's just connect everything. Miami aliens could have been portals, but at the same time, because it's a coincidence that it connects to North Pole and Antarctica, but it could also be underground, you know what I mean? Tunnels that got there, because it's relevant right now we'll get into the tunnel situation too. And it's funny because we were talking about everything, aliens and all this stuff is starting to come out when the Epstein stuff is coming out. And we talked about, I said Epstein was an alien. You know what? After a few months, I was like, man, was I tripping? You know what I mean? Then I had to keep looking back at that picture and I was like, okay, it's art. Then I started looking at Epstein's art. And remember, I don't know if you guys seen that painting of Bill Clinton in a dress.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most
There's that one. Okay. There's the one of George W. Bush with a paper airplane and 2 Jenga buildings crashing, right?
Yep.
Bro, look at this one. This one's straight from the Discord. Join the Patreon for the link, baby. John Podesta, bro. What is this?
Dude, those things. Oh my God, dude.
What is that, bro? Tell me that's
It's like
not an alien.
Can you make this shit bigger? I'm fucking half blind, dude. I'm colorblind and I'm dyslexic. What the fuck is this, dude?
You asked for it, bro. It's
It looks like a sloth
with a kid.
Like some kind of sloth mutant, some kind of
cryptid alien, humanoid, whatever the fuck.
Well, obviously, and there's a peacock in the back too. You notice that?
And it's got a weird shaped wiener if you want to really dig into that. You know what I mean? And the reason I said Epstein was because he had like an egg shaped, apparently, penis. You know what I mean? So
fucking demonic, dude.
That's what I'm trying to say, dog. Like whether, I mean, like they're, you know, I also brought up Gilgamesh and Hillary Clinton, whether they know that this shit is real and they're starting to interbreed with them, you know what I mean? To where we're having weird fucking creatures like that we're probably hiding down in fucking tunnels and shit. They're surfacing. It's almost like some fucking Street Sharks, Ninja Turtles bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, but hidden in plain sight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Biker mice from Mars.
That's fucking wild, bro. I still can't get that image out of my head.
Scary shit,
don't know.
bro.
I don't know if this like. Yeah, right. Like bye. But the peacock. A little quick thing. There was, as Danny said, there was that peacock right behind that like weird looking fucking thing. But first thing that pulls up when I look up like what's the symbolism of a peacock, and it says beauty, masculinity, glamour, luxury, protection, pride, versatility, renewal, awareness, and metamorphosis.
Yeah, because it's like you know, it's almost like you're reborn type of shit.
You know,
or you transform with the tail of the peacock or some spiritual archetype.
I joked like 2 minutes ago. I said Nephilim part or Nephilim part 2. Could that possibly be it? You know, these are. I mean, we mentioned demonic. We mentioned things like that, and could it be it that they're just procreating with humans to create?
Hey,
you know?
Yeah, metamorphosis not only for plants, but a change of form or nature or thing or person into a completely different one by natural or supernatural means.
CRISPR.
Boom.
Possible. I mean, you could. Yo,
what the fuck just happened? Holy fucking shit, dog! Oh fuck!
Hey, just to bring some meat to this thing that we're trying to make. They did also say with like early on with the Ukraine stuff that there were super soldiers, right? And they had biolabs in Ukraine, possibly that had some super soldier experimentation stuff.
Yeah, bioweapons.
I initially thought Captain America, superhuman, but possibly like these fucking weird creatures, humanoids and stuff. You know what I mean?
Homunculus, X-Men.
Homunculus.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, see, diving into the homunculus, it's more. It's kind of ancient. It's more of a process, like kind of what the Egyptians used to do, where they take their organs out of their body so that, you know what I mean, they're an empty vessel so another spirit can inhabit them possibly, or they can come back to their body and wake up.
Yeah.
It's now if you look at it in that lens, like a transference of energy, we can get to the discussion table that no one wants to sit with me at, and that's if Jesus is the homunculus. It's an empty lunch table, bro. It's just Juan and me sometimes.
Whoa! Yeah, everybody else in your process a little sensitive when it comes to Jesus Christ.
Well, see, we're gonna have my cousin on, who's a deacon, Christian.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I grew up Christian. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we have some people in our group that are Christian, but let's just talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what the cave is? We just talk about ideas, and it's not based off anything blasphemous. It's like, hey, he's just not human. You know what I'm saying?
He's not human, and even the way he was baptized. I just recently found this out. Even the way he was baptized, a man, his own cousin baptized him. I think it was John, I believe. John baptized him. John didn't baptize him because he was baptized. Like, it's kind of like who came first, the chicken or the egg. He was baptized, and this is weird because I'm gonna make an episode on this. He was baptized by a man. Yet the Bible says, "He who trusts a man is a damned man." You can't trust another man, right? And then you trusted a man, which is your cousin, to baptize you in water under the trilogy, which is the Holy Spirit, the Son, and Himself, which makes the trilogy, right? Mm-hmm. Yet after, when he started baptizing other people, he started baptizing people under his own name, under the name of Jesus Christ. In the New Testament, both stories are true. So what the fuck? And then you have that alone makes already a divisive between a division between people that believe in Christ. And then you have the Catholics that marketed the idea of the trilogy, the Son, the Holy Spirit, which is an inverted fucking X, and it's demonic as fuck. Now, I'm not trying to insult any Catholics out here. My own fucking co-host is Catholic, but you know, the nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, which means the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And even that blessing, they fucking marketed it, and then they put it on shields, and they went to war in the name of Jesus Christ. The same fucking thing back and forth. Now, the Jesus Christ story is not the fucking story, or the only story of one woman that didn't have sex, got spiritually penetrated by the Holy Spirit, had a fucking kid that was divine, and then later on had more kids and got fucked by another guy. No, it's not that. Like, that story is not an original story. That story has been transferred from mouth to mouth, from civilization to civilization, from the ancients all the way back to here today. It's a story that has been washed down. Think about it. The Bible was fucking made it was made in three different languages: Aramaic, Greek, and Latin. Right? Still to this day, Latin is a lost language. You can only read Latin. You can't speak Latin. And then you transfer it into Spanish. There's 3-4 different types of fucking Spanishes around the world with different fucking accents, because I speak 4 of them. And then you have English. That's a fucking magicianal fucking satanic English language, a Germanic language. How are you going to direct translate things that happen in the Bible 3 languages ago by 12 different fucking men to today? And you want to simplify it? Now you got this fucking, now they got a Bible verse, a Bible on .com. You go find it, hashtag look it up. It's a fucking Bible with ghetto terms. Like, it's how, like, like Jesus got down in the water and he fucking got everybody saved, and he took, like, fuck, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, Jesus was like, okay, look it up, dog. It's
Jesus is my homeboy. I had a shirt like that in high school, bro. It's just actually like John 2:5 now.
It's just, dog, like, people's imaginations, bro, fucking run wild. And it's ran wild with not only Jesus and the story. I'm not disrespecting. I do believe in the creator. I do believe that we are divinely created in his image, just like every other bipedal fucking alien out there. I've said this before, but I also think that the story man-made is not to be trusted 100%. Especially when it comes to the Bible. I've had this argument with many of my people and many people that have listened to the show, that listen to your show, and they're big fans. Mad shout outs to everybody that fucking always tuning in and shit, even your listeners, for allowing me to enter their space. Dog, it's fucking, it's a, you know, with all due respect, it's fuckery, dog. It's a bunch of fuckery. It's all to market and keep you docile and instill fear, because fear mongering is one of the biggest energies you could fucking harvest, just like joy and happiness and true emotional. And we're creators and fucking stimulators, and we also fucking manifest. This is one of the biggest things that they're trying to harvest, your manifestation powers, because they cannot procreate. They cannot keep having babies. That's what aliens do. That's what the demonic entities do. Fallen angels came. They didn't only penetrate human beings in real life and had Nephilim, but they still continue to fucking penetrate you through influence and spiritual guidance. Sorry.
No, I like that. I like that. We're gonna bring that all in, but let's just wrap up Miami aliens.
Holy fuck.
What do you guys believe they are? What the fuck is it?
Fuck, dog. I think it's a movie set, bro. Set up for a movie or promotion for a game.
I like that. I'm with that.
I don't think it really happened. I think they're trying to make us see images in those so-called videos. I mean, as far as do extraterrestrial or even ultra-terrestrial beings exist? Yeah, they do. But I think what's happening on this whole Miami thing is just a diversion or just a big mistake. Who knows? But nah.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that. There's definitely some tomfuckery going around.
Yeah.
And again, the timing is key when it comes to this type of stuff. If there was no like big things in the news, such as some of the things that we have discussed, I think that I might be able to give it a little bit more credence. But it's even like and I'm trying to remember what else happened during this time. But if you remember the alien supposedly that came out of Arizona, you saw that big blue light that went down, and then they claimed they saw an alien in the backyard.
Oh, Vegas. That was Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. There you go. And one of the dudes who was speaking on behalf of that, I believe, had a podcast, and the podcast was called Alien Something or Another. And he just so happened to be living in that house and supposedly saw an alien.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But I think that there was something else going on in the news. Therefore, that was just a really big distraction.
Yo, if I may just give you a quick little note. Flash from Flash_News1 matters. Shout out to my deep state correspondent. Check this out. This motherfucker found something out. He saw something crazy. The connection's weird. The 8th of every fucking month, something seems to come out and to distract the masses or destroy the masses. Check this out. Just like what you said, the UFO on top hovering in the casino in Vegas happened on the 9th of June. Now, remember, some months have 31 days, have 28 days. So you have to give 2 days plus or 2 days less to matches. But it's always around 2 days plus or 2 days under the 8th of every month. This shit happened when? The 6th of January 2024? On March 8th, of 2024, there's said to be a huge fucking meteor. Sun nova fucking flare.
That's gonna solar, yeah.
Bam. Okay, so if you start counting, go back for the last at least 14, 15 months, you'll see that it doesn't stop. It's on the 8th of every fucking month. So it seems like there's a cycle that they have to continuously do to keep us distracted or at least flood the internet and the information field, the ether. You get what I'm saying? Where we get our information from and where we put our information on, obviously. Check it out. Look it up. #Búscalo.
Man, you know what? I'm mad at you, dog, because you're only giving us like an hour. So you're teasing.
No. Keep going. My wife took both my babies. Let's go, dog.
Oh, fuck. All right, because bro, I'm listening to everything I want to talk about down, and we have because all the things right now is current. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the boys are back in town, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah. I heard this too because I want to talk about the dead internet theory. I brought that up, but I was fucking too big to go down deep in it and explain it. But I got it this time, and I got my notes. But
real quick,
yeah,
here we go. I just want to bring up this point. We don't have to dive into it. But I recently saw this video. It was interesting about an old Bible. And in that Bible, they talk about, I guess previously, I don't know how long ago, but supposedly in our calendar year, we're supposed to have 13 months.
Ooh, bro, stop. Don't let me get started on that
13
shit.
months, 28 days. Yeah, like the Aztecs.
Correct. And technically, yes, Sunday's supposed to be the beginning of the week. Saturday.
It is the beginning of the week. Sunday's the first day on the calendar, though, right? Isn't it?
What, Sunday?
Sunday's the first day on the calendar.
Yeah, Sunday. Nowadays, because of work and everything, Monday's technically the first day of the week, and then Saturday, Sunday, or the weekend. But no,
weekend
is the first day, and Saturday is Sabbath day. Saturday, Sabbath day, and it's the seventh day. There you go.
Yeah,
that's all I want to say.
Thanks for cutting me off to make that point, bro.
Just that's what a co-host is for.
You're not
the hard part about that, bro, is because that's a deep rabbit hole.
Every month, if you calculate that, that's about every 4 weeks on a 13-month calendar. So
I noted that because I posted something on Discord about that, and there's proof in nature about 13 months and days that are supposed to be.
There's a 13th constellation, right?
More in December. Yes. Now the coldness is starting more towards January. I told this to Chef, I think, on one of our shows. The only way to keep us controlled and light on, the biggest lie to Earth, on us, it's not gravity and it's not fucking space. The biggest lie to humankind is he who controls time. He who, the time. Yeah, time is the biggest lie of all because it's something that you will never fucking reach. Think about it. You clock into time. They tell you when to clock out, when to go take a shit, when to fucking eat. Breakfast was a fucking lie. Yeah, it's done in the fucking morning.
natives wouldn't even fucking eat until they fucking hunted. They had to earn their fucking living, and earn their food, and earn their fucking sleep, and earn to fuck at the same time. Think about it. Time. The seasons are all fucked up, and the Gregorian calendar that we live in today has been the fucking biggest line done by the ancient Greeks and the fucking Roman Empire. The same people that put a staple on that same Bible that you speak on today, that you read on today. Same fucking thing. They control time, bro. Then the seasons are all fucked up. This is why the Aztecs in every single ancient civilization would have 13 months with 28 days. There's 13 constellations. I think that there's another dude, right? It's another male that came out now on the 13th constellation, but nobody's mentioning it because it doesn't fucking go with the rhythm, and it doesn't flow. The big fucking what's it called? A Pyrus Roca, the black rock that controls all the fucking consumption in the world.
Saturn.
No. You said Rubus.
Oh, Rubus
Negra.
Nigra.
Yeah.
That's just deep. We'll talk about that too, bro. I heard. I was watching this video on Nostradamus, and I heard Nostradamus was less of a fortune teller and more of a guy who just recognized patterns. Kind of like he recognized the horoscope, and he started seeing like, yo, this shit's a pattern. So he started calling things out. And I mean, we could get into Templars and like the Ark of the Covenant, which used to charge the planet, but they took it out of certain places. So there's no natural charge of the planet anymore. And we can get into Schumer's resonance and like the Earth's resonance that mimics our resonance, you know what I mean? And that being off now. And so the people and the elite are running these traditions and these seasons and these psyops in order for us to believe in that. And now we're kind of out of tune with nature. You know what I mean? And that goes into dead internet theory and psyops. But I just wanted to say about the Miami aliens and stuff, just to cap that off. We did mention that it could possibly be underground stuff, right? And coming from tunnels. And we talked about inner Earth and aliens possibly coming from underneath. You know what I mean? The stuff with the Jewish people coming out from the tunnel, that came out of fucking nowhere. I don't think that was supposed to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I just found out
I saw that there was a mattress in there. First of all, I thought it was just like immigration stuff, right? And then I started seeing that, hey, this might be some child, you know what I mean, human trafficking stuff. You know what I mean? What do you guys think about that? First of all, because that could be a whole episode in itself. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say with the kid thing, they in one of the videos when they're going into the tunnel, you could see a high chair on the left side. So you can talk about that. Is it kind of maybe a child trafficking thing? Maybe not. I don't want to stretch that much. But is it sketchy? Heck yeah. Super sketchy. And the fact that they were defending it so much when the police arrived, I mean, is it really like a religious thing to have a tunnel underneath your synagogue?
If I've learned anything about this fucking whole Jewish situation, I have two Jewish friends. I worked for a Jewish company owner before. Great people, decent human beings. I'm talking about like the higher ups, the elites.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like America. They think we're fucking stupid. Don't you forget that in 9/11, they were the first ones that were chanting fucking death to America, and they were fucking dancing in the streets of Israel. I'm talking about the same Israel that we're defending today to the teeth with fucking armament, money, and and human blood. I mean, American blood.
They probably planned it. That's why.
Hamas has fucking don't forget that Hamas has also their tunnel systems right now and everything. I think tunnel system is a big thing right now with people that are trying to attack. And I'm not trying to make this into a fucking political deep state type of fucking conversation, but I do know that this immigration shit that's happening right now, and I'm not trying to bring Trump in, I'm not trying to bring the election, but it is election year, guys. I think the only way that they're gonna be able to stay in power, or at least if you look, if you think about it like this. 9 out of 10 owners of the biggest corporations in the fucking planet are all Jewish. Specifically American corporations. They're fucking Jewish. Hashtag look it up. This is facts.
That's not subjective at all. That just look it up Kanye West style. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
It is what it is.
So with that same power, in order to stay in power and control the deep state, which is a fucking corporation, like a U.S. bank is a corporation, which is fucking printing money. In order to do that, they need to overthrow, or at least to continue staying in power. They know that if anything happens, anybody else but a Democrat's in power, and I don't want to mention Trump again, but if anybody else that comes in that's going to challenge their reality one episode at a time, one day at a time, that, they're going to fucking lose out on everything that they have established. So the tunnel systems, not only human trafficking, but weapon caches. weapon caches, armament. I think they're gonna that, and that's not the only synagogue, and it's not the only tunnel system that they have
for sure
where they might be hiding weapon caches. And this is some Call of Duty type of shit. Sorry, guys.
Interesting. No, yeah, I mean, very plausible, and they might just be painting human trafficking, so you focus in on that, and you don't focus in on anything else. What I thought was really interesting was that when they found the openings to those tunnels and like a mob of them started coming out, no one whipped out a gun like back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Everyone just felt safe. Like they were outnumbered 3-29. If those were like 5 black guys, I'm sure it would have been a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
tell me who you can't talk about. I'll tell you who's in charge.
That's why, bro. That's why. You know what I'm saying?
You pull out a gun on a Jewish person right now, bro. Even if how insane the war is, bro.
Not even, dog. Just like the way he pushed some of those people were just like, stop. Like, are you kidding me? I've seen y'all take some fools down because they weren't vaccinated. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And then I don't know. That was wild to me. That was like all of a sudden you guys got like serious training. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you guys got balls to just be calm like 30 on 5. I thought
and how to defuse the aggression. Well, you should have been doing that from the fucking get-go.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you, dog. I hear with every other race, not just these fucking guys, people.
And then I put up this meme on Twitter of that guy who was like, "Oh, we don't do that here in America," and he was getting praise and shit. I was like, "Well, what about the Epstein list?" You know what I mean? Like that came out, and like as far as them getting more social media hits, like nothing else really happened. Like they're not getting punished for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the way they're praising that guy is almost like a scapegoat to be like, see, look, at least we're doing this. You know what I mean? Just to kind of get the attention off. Also with the Miami aliens, to take the attention off the fact that fucking Bill Clinton for sure was on the list, despite him going under oath and saying that he didn't have sexual relations with that female.
Yeah, and then I was just looking up right now that there is many prominent Jewish elite men amongst the names in the list of Epstein.
Okay, this is going to take us out of YouTube now for sure. So now let's talk about the Epstein.
Holy shit, out of YouTube.
Yeah. So just before we get spicy now, the thing I heard about this in 2020 when all the Epstein stuff came out was that Epstein goes back to like the Mossad and like MI6 and all the fucking like Israel counterintelligence.
Yeah.
So they were Israel Jewish counterintelligence from the get, you know what I mean? So this stuff coming out now is not new. It's just some more tomatoes to look at, so you don't look at, you know what I mean, what's going on over here, because we're trying to pick some of this stuff off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the biggest weapon, the most fine-tuned weapon that at least the United States and the Israeli government have is not a fucking nuclear bomb, and it's not 19 aircraft carriers. It's the propaganda machine. The way that they could keep us distracted and entertained. That you build stadiums for them, bro, and you could do whatever the fuck, and they'll be happy with having nothing, dog. That is old school Roman Empire fucking way of thinking, technology, and ambition, and that's the imperialistic way of view of things, and that's how they're doing it today, bro. It's just, bro. Every single one, even this is entertainment, bro. Think about it, bro. So yeah, man, they're broadcasting a lot of bullshit, and they're keeping us away from the truth slowly.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's up to us really, because they're not going to stop getting pushed. You know what I mean? They have contracts and seasons to fulfill. It's up to us boycotting and stuff. But like you said, some people are just too far into the psyop, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Too far into the Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and shit.
Oh, geez. Don't get me started on Nickelodeon.
Oh, holy fuck.
There's a lot more we could talk about.
Yeah, man. It's fucking wild. But look, let's face it. Okay, normal talk, normal shit. You watched some fucking some Hey Arnold back then in the day.
Of course.
Get out of here, dude. We grew up on some shit like that. Come on. I used to steal the fucking I remember stealing the cable from my neighbors because back then we didn't have cable. We only had the local channels. And we put the cable in the little fucking box that we stole. And then we would watch the Cartoon Network, fucking Dragon Ball Z, Toonami, Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon. You know, come on, dog. We fucking, come on. Fucking, what's a Mighty Ducks, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and shit. Like, come on. We were fucking rocking out to Nickelodeon. I used to wake up and watch fucking Reese's, bro. I mean, dude, it's stuff like that's KCET. My bad, dog. I fucked up the channels. I went on memory lane.
Sure.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, we grew up on that shit, but now that we're all grown up and have kids and shit, or most of us have kids, and we see things differently. Like I can't even fucking let my child watch Cocomelon, bro. I'm fucking sick and tired of trying to. And then, you know what's funny? I put different things on YouTube. 2 videos later, Cocomelon comes up by itself.
Yeah, because they paying that Cocomelon money.
They're paying that money to get that shit played.
I did want to ask, since I mean, like I don't really, I'm not too invested in. I know you two are Trumpers, and I know the last time we had a conversation on our podcast, Danny was a DeSantis guy. You're a Trumper guy. I think it's all WWE, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But there was talks of Trump being on the list. And it's interesting because I know that people will go to town and defend him, but I want to know from you guys, being hard Trumpers, if it's proven and undeniable, how do you guys
Can I go first? Can I go first? We already covered this on Paranoid Radio Podcast. Check us out on paranoidradio.com. And it's called Epstein. The episode that we dropped about 5 days ago with Flash_News1. And we covered it up and we went in deep into the details and the data and the public knowledge that you could also look up. And if you take 5 seconds of your fucking day, go to the search bar and stop saying fuck the orange man and ask fucking Google if he was really in the testimonies and how many times he was on the log. The log went from New York to Florida after him catching up a ride. Now, he was mentioned in a testimony because he threw a party. Epstein was one of his neighbors. Epstein went to the party. Epstein tried to fucking dick around, and I'm saying dick around, with an underage teenage girl at the party. The next day, Donald Trump went and placed a fucking a police report on him. And ever since then, he abolished and boycotted anything that had to do with Epstein. That was what happened, and those were the mentions on the testimonials. Now, a lot of people went, "Oh yeah, he was on the list," but you don't look into the data, how he was portrayed on the list. None of the testimonies said that he literally had any interaction, massages, or fucking blowjobs by any fucking midgets. And I call them midgets because I don't want to say, keep saying the name.
No, I agree with you. I read over some of that documentation, and it was literally questions that were asked to the witnesses. There was nowhere in it was like, did you see Donald J. Trump, former president, blah blah blah, here or there, and none of it was like was factual, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
And none of them were sexually explicit. They were asking them, like, did he give him 2 massages? No. Like you go through into detail, bro. Like there was every single thing was no. Just because he was mentioning it doesn't mean that automatically he fucked an underage person. Like it is. I mean, you have to look into it, ladies and gentlemen. Like everything. And don't believe me just because I'm saying that I'm fucking K4V3, one of the biggest fucking platforms in the fucking planet. Don't miss out, right? But look, like you gotta go and hashtag look it up yourself. You have to challenge that shit.
Well, and to answer your question, Joe Rizzi, if indeed there was some other things that did come out, and it was 100% confirmed that he is into diggling around with midgets, then fuck that guy.
No,
then
absolutely, absolutely.
If it did come out, then fuck that guy.
Look, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just 2 years ago, I hated Trump. I have podcasts on my show where I was like, fuck Donald Trump, he's another wing of the bird, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dog, you know what the fuck? And it's true. And exactly what Chef from Sunday Night Secret Society is another great fucking platform in the fucking planet. If I have to join them and say, if I find out today that he's tainted, off with his fucking head. Fuck Donald Trump, fuck the MAGA movement, and now I'm gonna have to go with Vivek. Fuck it. Straight up, bro. It's the truth.
Let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys this, just to kind of like pick your brains a little bit. And in no way am I making any assumptions with this question. But do you guys remember when Epstein died? One of the biggest conspiracies that was thrown around was Trump put a hit on him. Trump put because that's when things were starting to really boil, and everyone was like, "Ooh, Epstein's gonna." He's gonna
snitch.
He's gonna bury Trump. In other words, he's gonna like, mention his name and say that he's gone to his island, probably fucked around.
That's on the table. I am not taking it away. I cannot. Who trusts another man is a damned man. Fuck that. I know what you're saying, and that's on the table.
Right.
I'm not taking that away.
I've never heard of that.
One. Yeah. Coincidentally, it was through his power. Look at me. I'm talking shit about Trump here, and I'm a Trumper. Coincidentally, he was in power. Epstein got locked up. And during his reign, I kind of use the fucking king here. He's the best. During his reign, Epstein fucking he was suicidal
himself. Somehow the cameras they stopped working at specific times. Somehow the guards were asleep.
And the autopsy came out, bro. The autopsy came out. The way he hung him, it didn't snap a snake the way it was supposed to. And I mean, everything makes sense. The point
that's
here
like
is
Obama. That's like Obama getting Osama, kind of, is what you're saying.
And the point here is that if Donald Trump was in power while the main part happened, him getting caught, everything getting seized, and him dying during his reign, it does leave a little stain on the table, and I'm leaving that for reserve. You know what? That's a good question. I got to bring that up to Flash. Good shit.
And you can't say, look, and again, I'm not making any assumptions with this. All I'm saying is just, like we say, you got to question things.
Yes.
And, Trump does have a history of paying people off to not talk. So then again, what makes you think that maybe he didn't pay off some of these unfortunate victims so they don't mention his name or turn the story somewhere else now that Epstein is actually gone? Unless, Ghislaine Maxwell comes out and says other things. But
I think to answer that question, if I may add, that part where he may pay off somebody else, I learned something about this conspiracy game, bro. That no matter how much darkness and black pill you want to take and regurgitate, there's always going to be a white pill. There's always fucking hope. There's always a fucking soul. There's going to be a soul where that says, I don't want your $30 trillion. I'm going to go to the cops and I'm going to speak. And the only way that you're going to shut me up if you fucking either put a dick in my mouth or kill me. It's true, dog. It's the truth, bro. So there's always gonna be one that it has to be that one person with an uncorruptible soul, bro. I don't have a price.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm just picking brain, asking these questions because the possibility it could be very minimal. It could have never happened, but like you kind of like what the phrase you said, it could still be on the table.
Oh, it's on the table, absolutely. Hell yeah.
That's all.
I've never heard of that. That's interesting. But Patrick chimed in, and I do agree with this. There can be a lot of people on the list that never did anything wrong. I do agree with that because, like we said, this was initially supposed to be counterintelligence, blackmail operation. You know what I mean? Right. So just the psyop of
explain that to me. So people on the list that didn't do anything, but the list would be the
flight logs,
the mainland to the island, right? What are you doing?
Let's say this, right? Your show just hit platinum, right? And then Leonardo DiCaprio's like, Trebs, bro, like come with us, let's go party. And then let's take the jet, and somehow at 3 a.m. like you're in the fucking island, you didn't know. You know what I mean? Leo knew what he was doing to get you there, so he could be like, hey, you're on the list, bro. My bad, but you're like, fuck, dude, I didn't want to go here, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's possible, I think. And that, you know what I mean?
You know what?
Also, I'll give you I will say this, bro. Everyone who's on that island is old as fuck and fucking like dying and about, thirsty for adrenochrome. I posted this on Twitter, bro. If this girl was like, hey, I'll suck your dick if you come on the plane, you're telling me you're not going to come over? Yo, Ghislaine Maxwell's pretty bad, dog. Unpopular opinion. Am I not wrong?
Can you close up to the little? Wait, I'm gonna take some eye candy real quick. I'm gonna put some meat in her tacos.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Barring everything she's done, she's a baddie. She's a baddie.
I'll eat that chalupa with some fucking syrup sauce. Look at that. No, that's not. I mean, look at no. Did you know that her father was directly a Mossad agent?
Exactly. They know what they're doing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Why I brought those pictures up is like these old people, like even President Clinton, right? They might not be in it for the kids, but Ghislaine's kind of feeling flirty in this party. You know what I mean? She wants to hang out more. Now I'm on this plane. Oh shit, now there's young girls here. You know what I mean? I thought I was getting lucky with Ghislaine. I think that's how it starts, and that's how they intro it to the club.
Yeah, I see what you're
you know what I'm saying?
Especially with them hanging out with big hotshots, big famous people. It's like, hey, I got something for you. Come on, let's go.
Like, oh, what? You don't want to?
You start rubbing,
like, type shit. You know what I mean?
You start rubbing elbows, and you end up rubbing something else.
Straight up, bro. Straight up. But like Pat was saying, I do think that list is starting to get weaponized. You know, everything's fake and gay. I do think that, and we'll get into dead internet theory. Who's to say that's the original list, bro? You know what I'm saying? The list was supposed to come out January something, but then there's all this fucking, we need to see if John Doe 77's down to release now. You know what I mean? There's all this delays. Like, who's to say that even, we talked about the Bible being edited. Who's to say that they're not doing with the fucking most protected list ever, dog? You know what I mean?
I would not doubt that. You look at like how many like crooked attorneys, lawyers, judges, and I don't know this, but I don't know like exactly how many people actually had access to that list, but I would assume there's probably just a handful. And I mean, it's not hard to fucking bribe somebody. I mean, they could either be threatening these let's just say 5 people know the exact list. They could be threatening their family members to go in there and change something. And then if you put yourself in their shoes and someone's like, yeah, dude, so I'm going to fucking murder your wife and kids or your husband and kids or your parents or whatever. If you do not fucking change this shit right fucking now, most people are going to fucking do it. I know I would. Like if it,
it's like what happened with COVID, dog, the vaccine. I mean,
exactly.
The thing, there's a lot of people, doctors that are still in debt today, and they're in the pockets of the pharmaceutical companies. This is what happens not only with lawyers, but fucking judges and people in power that not only make the laws, but are also powerful enough to fucking pardon you or extend you from going to jail. And quite frankly, those are probably the people that are in their pocket, like you said. And they're probably bought off or they're threatened not only with coming out with exposure, but spending the rest of their life in jail, but dying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, go ahead, Danny. I'm going to get weird with this.
One motherfucker we know for sure that mucks around. Well, 2. We should say Prince Andrew. But the other one, fucking Bill Gates, dude.
No, dog. Stephen Hawking, bro. I think that was the most surprising one, dog.
Huh?
Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking didn't feel himself, bro.
Oh, yeah. That feels good. Oh, a little bit to the side.
More. Yo,
is it true that he had a chalkboard with high fucking power frequency mathematical shit, and he had midgets naked trying to reach and do the fucking mathematical problem? What a fucking sick ass motherfucker!
That was his king. Don't judge another man's king. I'm just kidding.
I've heard about people liking feet. I heard people liking elbows. I myself, I'm an ankle guy. This is fucking wild, bro.
Can we just talk about that for a little bit? Like, he's the handicap, so it's almost like a power thing to see someone struggling to do something. It's kind of fucked up, right? It's kind of fucked up.
Dude, well, you deal with stupid people all the time. You're the most brilliant mind in the fucking planet with the highest IQ ever recorded. You have the highest midichlorian count in the fucking galaxy after Darth Vader. Like, think about it, bro. Like, think about what you're saying.
We're a comedy podcast now, so this is all fun and games. But what if they got caught and they were like, hey, let's just pin this on Stephen Hawking? Fuck that. They just made it.
That's fucked up, dog.
On him.
That is wild, people. That is wild.
Oh shit, man. Stephen Hawking didn't wheel himself. But
wild. Yeah, unbelievable what happened.
I think that was the craziest part.
If you check out even Melinda Gates, she's had interviews and talking about how different Bill started acting when he started going more often to the island. How
I bet it changes a man, dude.
Yeah, how his attention really started when he'd be talking with Jeffrey all the time. Like, yeah, he wasn't. Belinda was like
It's
saying
like that scene from
Wait,
Scarface. It's like that
Belinda.
scene from Scarface when Tony and fucking the other guy was starting to do business and everything's booming.
Yeah.
Wait, get the fuck out of here, talking.
Jeffrey Epstein.
You guys, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's heavy, bro. That's fucking heavy. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I did see her come out and say that one of the reasons for their divorce is his friendship with Epstein. So
Correct.
yeah,
Who's divorced? The wife of Hawkins?
Melinda Gates, ex-wife of Bill Gates.
Melinda Gates.
Wow.
No, bro,
Wow.
that's the thing. Before the Stephen Hawking thing came out, I watched a documentary about him on Netflix, and that fool cheated on his wife, dude, all crippled and shit. He cheated on his wife with a younger like mate that helped him.
That's fucking
Because
disgusting.
she would change him and shit, and he's like,
Wait, okay, is it registered that he was able to get erections? Can he get?
yeah,
and if he
had
got
kids,
erections,
bro. He had kids, dog.
no,
Yeah,
I know
kids.
virtual
Wait.
insemination. I get it, bro. Like he had probably a crooked nutsack. He had a big ball and a little ball. His dick, if he got erected, it looked like a fucking six sack. Like I mean, like a fucking what's it called? The tree stem, right? But like I'm thinking, like, dude, how do you get another girl? How does a one girl attracted to that, bro? You know,
Riz.
it's fucking wicked, bro.
Riz, baby. Text game is crazy, dog. I heard we have some homie from the Discord. He fucking uses Chat GPT to talk to girls.
What?
Bro, he's some shit like that, dog.
What?
Give me a funny one-liner to open up a conversation with this cute girl. Hey, help me.
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
but no, the crazy thing is like, yeah, I mean, even if you were like that and you had a chick that was down for you to help, you know, because I don't think he was like that, you know what I mean? His whole life. I think something happened to him in the middle of his life that
Yeah.
kind of, you know, degraded his health and increased the symptoms of his condition.
Yeah. So he always had a flare up, and he always had a sexual drive and a dick that worked, obviously, because he had kids. How do his kids feel about him coming out on the list and having inappropriate midget nugget sex, whatever the fuck it's called? Because he's a nugget. Shit. You know what nugget porn is, right? Yeah, we're all aware what nugget porn is.
No,
Nugget?
is that
No?
midget porn?
No, nugget porn is porn with people that don't have limbs and shit. Nugget.
Oh my god,
Oh,
bro!
That's
Oh
a
my
direct.
god!
That's a direct tie. That's a direct tie to McDonald's. I'm sorry. There's something going on.
Dog, I actually just saw this on the deep like caves of Twitter. I saw this thing that human traffickers would do. They would cut off their limbs, their arms and their legs, and just
Nugget
fuck them
porn.
like that.
Yeah. And then
nugget
make
porn.
it into like a snuff film and shit. Which
Yeah, is that what you're
got-
talking about? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean, yeah, but like nugget porn is also a thing where like handicapped people with no fingers and
Oh.
arms kind of like, you know, yeah, nuggets, bro. They're just no nuggets, just going at each other.
I'm never gonna look at a chicken nugget ever.
That's what I said when I found out what the fuck
All
nugget
right,
porn
let me
was.
bring that up. I'm just kidding.
Ah, game over.
Oh man, no, but
Yeah.
before we got crazy about it, I do think that list can get weaponized. Like, we were talking about things being weaponized now. You know what I mean? So, I did see that documentary early on about Trump kicking him out of Mar-a-Lago in Florida or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And you know what I mean? I think Trump knew from the beginning he was going to run for president. So whether he was involved or not, he knew he couldn't have that on his name. You know what I'm saying? He needs to make this shit clean, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Get it cleaned up as soon as possible.
yeah. And you know what I mean? It's a good business move to have him pop too if he was affiliated with him. You know what I mean? So
And
Well,
he
there was-
definitely
there was-
has the money for it too. So
that's
was
that's
an
the
old
factor. Too. That's
video-
the X factor, I think.
There's an old video, and it has. I don't know what type of an event it was, but there was an event, and you have Donald Trump, and you have, and you guys have probably already seen this, and it's got Jeffrey Epstein there, and Trump does the whole like squiggly. He almost
Oh, I
does it
saw
like
that.
a triangle,
Yeah.
and then he fucking points at Epstein, and I think points at someone else that's out of the view of the camera, And so, and that was a while ago, if I remember correctly. Like that, based on the footage, it looked like it was
1999.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
know
it
what?
was
Who
old.
knows? It could have been sooner because, you know, as we were talking about, you know, the aliens in Miami and people pulling out their phones and their phone quality looks like absolute dog shit. But in all reality, it does look like it was, late 80s, early 90s or something like that. So I think he definitely knew.
What about, because I mean, look, bro, this isn't like the first time that we see people try to like normalize pedophilia. If you guys go back, I think Amazon Prime had a movie where it says pedophilia, a normal condition or a mental condition.
No.
And it is a mental condition, I agree, but they shouldn't be promoting it as something to get normalized by. And then you had the Playboy guy, the owner of the Playboy.
Hugh Hefner
pulled out, I think it's 9 or 10-year-old girl on a Playboy magazine, completely fucking naked, legally in the 1970s.
That was a cover. That was an actual cover one time.
Yeah, like look at.
I'm not 100% if it was the cover, but she was in it. She's an actress, and
full on spread everything. Look it up. It's wild, and it's still uncensored.
No, don't look it up. It's a trap. It's a trap. Don't look it up.
It really happened in the 1930s. It was all over the news. It was all over the news. It was everything. Like
I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah. So I mean, think about it.
Wow. Shit.
I've confirmed that. I have confirmed that on my end.
Did you guys hear about like there might possibly be some like underground thing in the Getty Museum? Now getting close to home to California, right? I'm seeing that on Twitter. I didn't look too far into it. I don't know if you guys have heard about that.
It is on a hill. So.
On a mound?
It's on a mound.
I'm a big mound guy.
I looked into mounds after that episode we did, actually, bro.
And what happened?
There's a lot of stuff in mounds, bro. It's weird.
Big daddy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You gotta get. I hope you bought your Costco card because you're gonna get fucking dick in bulk, ladies. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, the mound situation is fucking crazy, dog. Every capital, every big statue, every fucking Masonic temple, it's on a fucking mound. Every Catholic church, every cathedral, every big staple, and whatever generates energy, frequencies, something with the bell. The Vatican. I mean, think about it. The Vatican has 7 mounds. It's a biblical place. I've talked about this with you guys before. I think on Circles 2 in the 200th episode. Mounts are fucking wild, bro. It's fucking crazy, and I honestly think it's secret Nephilim technology, and I've been doing some more research on mounts, and I'm gonna do another episode on that shit that connects it back to fucking crop circles. Yeah, bro, mounts are fucking wild, and every single civilization and capital, and again, still to this day, nations harvest energy on mounts, and a lot of people not only harvest energy, but they do rituals on mounts too. So. Yeah, you guys look it up, the fucking magnetic, magical frequencies and properties of mounts and shit. It's good stuff, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah, good stuff.
I was gonna say it's a rabbit hole, but it's more of a mound. It's a rabbi hole. That's my new favorite thing. It's a rabbit. Follow the white rabbi.
Mm-hmm.
So, Trebs, one thing I wanted to talk about, and it's hard to ignore the stuff we researched this previous Christmas, man. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo! Oh, man.
Right. So Danny wasn't in that episode, and Danny and I told the guys jokingly, but kind of serious, like this is our last year celebrating Christmas, guys. Like whether or not we'll wait till the 27th or 28th, you know what I mean? Just to kind of pass that satanic ritual and still thrive off the leftover energy, you know what I'm saying?
There's a haze that comes over you too, right? Like you're gonna feel something different.
To know is to be accountable. How are you dealing with like finding out like some of these things are satanic, bro?
Thank God I already had disconnected from Christmas, and not because I'm a conspiracy theorist, it's because my wife is she used to be apostolic Christian, and they don't believe in the birth of Christ being on the 25th of December. Neither did I ever. And then sooner than like about 6 years ago, I found out that Christmas was really Saturnalia and et cetera, et cetera. So I had already disconnected from that. We don't really do like a tree. We don't do the lights. Like I give gifts to the kids because I have kids, bro. My kids look at everybody else
That's
getting
the hard
gifts.
part.
So fucking hard not to see my fucking daughter's
Dad
broken
says we don't celebrate Christmas
because it's the devil. I seem like I'm like that one from the mother of Waterboy. What's her name? Fucking Bobby Boucher.
Oh yeah, that's the devil.
Women are the devil. Yeah, bro, it's fucking wild, dude. Yeah, no.
The thing is, I don't know. I got obsessed with a new idea called the egregore, right?
Mhm.
And pretty much what it is like a psychic, spiritual being that you create. You know what I mean? And it's from another dimension. Obviously, it's in the imaginative dimension. And in order to manifest in our world, they can only manifest through like ideas, suggestions, thoughts, intent, dreams. You know what I mean? Oh, I thought of something random. I don't know. I just kind of impulse. You know what I mean? That's their way of coming over here. And I think Christmas and all these religions or these traditions or holidays that we don't know the origins of. And what we're saying isn't like you have to join an occult to know it. You just have to fucking Google it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you gave me a rabbit hole when you mentioned the whole thing with Constantine's empire. Fucking
the Temple Council of Nicaea.
Yeah, dog.
Or you're talking about the Black Rock. The Black Rock
the whole Black Rock thing and the whole Black Rock, right? But I went in deeper into Constantine. I did an episode called Constantine that you inspired, and I went in so deep with where the people that were fucking watching the Mithra, they were doing the Mithra occult while the Catholic Church was trying to take over the entire Roman Empire. While Constantine had said that he's the first Catholic Christian emperor, he started building cathedrals on top of the temples that people would practice, the elites would practice the Mithra cult. Mithra is, again, one of the sun gods. Same god that he would put in Constantinople, the first statue that he ever erected. Now, if you go back, every single one of them every single member of this cult would do ritualistic events while Christmas was happening upstairs with the Catholics again, and then he would have Phrygian hats on everybody. The elves wear Phrygian hats. I told you this, right? The elves wear Phrygian hats. Santa Claus was a fucking elf, technically. He wore a Phrygian hat. What he wears is a Phrygian hat. And all the Phrygian hats are depicted in every single Constantine fucking art still to this day. In the Constantine Ark in the middle of Italy, still has Phrygian hat depicted still to this fucking day. And then you have Catholic Roman art that depicted three wise men, which is just passed right now. That fucking hot celebration that Catholics also do. The three wise men wearing the Phrygian hat. Now, if you ask me, it seems like the three wise men went to the birth of Christ to murder Christ. And the reason I'm saying this, now this is I know it's a fucking conspiracy theory, but look.
Let's go.
Bro, the reason I think they went is because I found out that the shit that they took to Jesus Christ on his birth, the gifts were all
weird ass gifts.
Weird ass fucking gifts. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to a Catholic church and you've seen their fucking celebrations. They have this thing that goes, they're throwing smoke to push away. That is called Herb and Sons. No, it's
not weed.
I wish.
I heard.
It seems all of those herbs were used to basically repel and put the death of spirit, to push out the spirit of death onto the heavens. They gifted Jesus Christ gifts of death upon his birth. The fuck out of here, dog. Look it up. All the herbs and spices they used were fucking used for necromancy, bro. The magic, the shit you do with dead people. Look it up, dog. Búscalo. It's fucking wild. Look it up, dog. I swear, dude, when it blew my fucking mind.
Three wise men gift. Let's start there, right? So they gave them.
Start with the hats. Phrygian hats. It's fucking wild.
Three wise men.
Phrygian hats.
We're still talking about midgets, bro. Midget.
Well, you're looking that up. I do want to mention that they do believe that Jesus Christ was probably born more into March, more springtime.
What?
Than December 25th.
Oh, absolutely.
Phrygin.
YGYN. Hey, Chef, we could potentially move Christmas to when you want it, bro. We have grounds, bro.
Right after tax
also, the Bible states that in the winter, when the winter solstice comes. The Bible also says that I think during the winter solstice, the body gets cold and people step away from Christ in the winter. Less people go to church, less people get spiritual during the winter. The Bible states that too. It's fucking wicked, bro.
Here we go. See, it's funny that they change it sometimes, but you got to really look at the original. This is the problem with translation. You know what I'm saying?
Word of mouth from fucking different centuries and language.
Hold up, I gotta remove and then come back to this. But yeah, the original painting over here has fucking 3 red hats
Frigid hat. Look it up.
with the sus gifts. So let's see what the 3 wise men give. Because I always, as a kid, you know what I mean? I'm sure all of us knew the story of Christmas growing up. And it's like, what'd he get as a gift? Like, you know, a pet toy horse or what? They're like, no, myrrh, fucking oil or whatever the fuck. Myrrh, what is it? Frankincense,
myrrh. No, check this out. I just Googled it right now. I Googled necromancy herbs to practice necromancy. The first one that comes up is Jew, mugwort, copal, willow, tobacco, cypress, myrrh, graveyard mold, mandrake. Mandrake was one of the ones they gave also. Dude, did Birch? Come on, bro. This is it's fucking retarded, bro. And if you see what mandrake is for and what myrrh is for, it's fucking wild, dog. It connects everything. I think they were out there to assassinate Jesus.
Mandrake is a whole thing. No, but bro, what I was saying is Christmas in itself was trying to assassinate Jesus as far as like St. Nicholas becoming the archetype instead of Jesus' birth. Fuck it, let's change it to December 25. Fuck it, St. Nick. Fuck it, Santa. Fuck it, instead of Christmas, let's just name it Xmas. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where it got super obvious. You know what I mean? Xmas? The fuck is Xmas, dog?
No, that's English being lazy. If you look at
that's what they want you to do.
That's what they want you to say, bro. That's like the adrenochrome stuff in Monsters Inc. And they're like, nah, dog, it's not.
See, that's where it's English is fucking lazy, bro. Like I said, you look at pedestrian crossing, it's fucking pedestrian Xing. You look at fucking
why crossing? Because cross, bro.
That was a reach.
Yeah.
Had to be a reach.
Come on, whose side are you on, bro?
I gotta call it. As a flag, you can call 15 feet back to first down.
That was a good reach, though. That was a good reach.
I'll tell you who else was reaching. Those fucking midgets were reaching.
Oh yeah, and they were looking good.
I'm done with y'all, dog.
Oh, bro.
Oh, man.
All right. So, first of all, everything's being weaponized, even the holidays, even religion. Now, one thing that we talked about, and I noted this, and I wanted to talk about it, was I think weed is also being legalized, you know, or weaponized. I think the legalization of it is being weaponized. You know what I mean? I also think that there's a difference in quality. I think the quality is shittier when it's legal. I'm actively going to these trap shops trying to not pay tax first and foremost and trying to get the dank ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Do you guys know the difference in quality of like legal bud and how did that get affected besides the tax stuff and taking away opportunities from those independent shops?
One benefit, right? So when we order and we have our weed delivered, right? We technically are not buying weed. What we're buying is nothing. What we are doing is we are donating. You are donating and you are receiving something back. Okay. And this somehow is going to tie into Christmas, right? How we were talking about moving Christmas to tax season. If you are buying, and okay, let me go back. This is not
get out of here. You're gonna fucking destroy this whole thing. Oh, fuck.
Hey,
Christmas in April.
Low key, dude. What we do is I add up like how much we normally spend per week or per every other week. I added up per month how much we spend. I multiply that by 12, and that is what I mark down on the amount of money that I have donated throughout the year when I file my taxes, because it is a fucking donation. Mm-hmm. It doesn't specify what kind of donation it has to be. Okay. But going back, yeah, man, I definitely think that the quality is different. Now, have I gotten some fire bud from like dispensaries? Yes, I have. But you are paying you get top shelf. You're paying top shelf prices,
bro.
And it's wild, dude. Like it is, the quality is definitely different. I don't know this for a solid fact, but I do think in different counties and in different states in which it is legal, I think there are like thresholds. You cannot have X amount of like percent of THC in in the nugs or in the weed or in the product, the chocolate bars, the resin, whatever that
that's
looks
the
like.
Delta, whatever, right?
Yeah, the Delta and
Yeah.
and the THCA.
I think they're probably they should also weaponize the fucking soil. That's where it comes from. If you weaponize the soil, you'll be able to control that shit even better.
I'm gonna try getting on. He's a good friend of mine. He's in fucking High Times magazine. He's been on the cover multiple times. His name's Patrick King, and he is the Soil King.
Look at that. Great connection.
So that would be dope.
Super lemon haze.
Dude, but no, that would be cool, dude, because I can only go so far on talking about like on the weaponization of marijuana and the downfalls of it. I know a lot of people. Have you guys ever heard of Murder Mountain?
No, I don't think I have. Let me look that up.
You guys have never seen the documentary Murder Mountain on Netflix up in Humboldt County?
No, I don't watch Netflix.
Oh, dude.
They came out with
It's on my list. It's on my list.
It's wild, dude. But I know a couple people. I know a couple people that were up there on Murder Mountain when all those things took place. Highly recommend checking that out. But anyhow,
another thing on a fucking mountain.
Oh,
there you go, right. Dude. Literally, Murder Mountain. But yeah, it's a problem. It's became a problem. As I said, like at one point, dude, I had a large amount and I couldn't sell it for nothing, dude. An ounce of fire weed for $20, no one would take it. No one would take it. Everyone. I have family members that were sitting on pounds and pounds and pounds and couldn't fucking get rid of it because the market was so saturated. It was bad, man. It was bad.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I do think, because I had a conversation about this, that now more than ever, first of all, when we grew up, there was reefer madness that we're dealing with. So kind of smoking weed was edgy, right? Yeah. Now, not only is it like legalized, it's all over music. You know what I mean? And it's not the best music. It's like shit music. You know what I mean? And
I think Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne is the original mumble rapper of all time. Think about it, bro. Yeah. Bro, Lil Wayne, dog, spot on.
This is the crazy thing. I also, when I went down the rabbit hole of Jesus and stuff, obviously it went down the rabbit holes of the Templars, right? Did you know the Templars are really involved with weed? Like they used to like grow their own weed. They used to have fucking stockpiles. 420 was based on them.
Wait, 420 is not. Wait, what?
Yeah, look it up.
So is it? I'm guessing it's a conspiracy that these college kids coincidentally started smoking around 420, which was after class every day. Because that's the story of 420, supposedly.
I've heard that.
Okay, let me. There's also that Bob Marley's birthday was 420, right?
So is Hitler's, right?
And so is Hitler's, yeah. I think they got rolled with like 420 pounds. The Knights Templar. This was around the time like stuff started coming out when they were starting to lose power, where they're like, "Why are you guys pissing and jizzing on crosses?" You know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, no, nothing." You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Why do you have a bunch of weed and shit?
I still think that Moses, when he saw the burning bush, he was fucking stoned.
Yeah,
and then he carved some stones.
That's where I'm going with. There's this book called Liber 420, and it talks about how people use marijuana as more of a spiritual medium to talk to spiritual entities, and you know what I mean, talk to the other realm. And that's why I call it the devil's lettuce, right? I feel like, you know, everything's a psyop in the spiritual warfare. I feel like that's kind of being downgraded and being pushed into the music, you know what I mean? Of what messages that are being overlaid in the music. And hey, yeah, smoke weed too. You know what I mean? Smoke weed and listen to this music and shit. So
yeah, I agree.
You talking about Lil Wayne being the first mumble rap. I also think being high and under the influence and stuff gives you the connection to speak in tongues, and that's where the freestyling and mumble rap sometimes comes from and shit. You know
and I swear to God, I didn't want to say this, but again, I come from a very Protestant area of Christianism, and maybe they weren't high, but going to a church where you start
getting indoctrinated by the doctor of that Bible, which is the priest, the pastor, and they start screaming at you. They give you a sermon, and right before the sermon ends, the little music starts trickling in, and then they start telling you. They give you the they give you the POTUS call, and they tell you, if you want to be saved by Jesus fucking Christ, come to the pole, and I'll preach for you. And 30 minutes later, everybody's fucking jumping, speaking in tongues, and he just hits you with his fucking tuxedo suit, and you fall off. You start crying like a fucking maniac. You come out of that church. You just gave 15% of your check for fucking mental therapy. That's all you did, bro. That's all you did. They literally just made you cry. You fell. You came out. You said you spoke in tongues. And then again, remember I told you guys, in these temples, they have medicinal and fucking acoustic properties and frequencies that they use to fucking resonate. And once you're in that trance, they could do whatever. You're so fucking gullible and mimicable, bro. Easy to get you out. Now, I'm not talking shit about Christians here. I'm not trying to bash on Christianism, but dog, it's all a mental game, bro. Again, music, sounds, frequencies.
Speaking before we go, I just want to say, and I've told this to Jerizi, and he doesn't believe me, but I will say, when I was younger and I was going to church a lot more often, I was supposedly given this gift of speaking tongues. And I would. Here's what I got to say with this. It's true, because I remember because I was very into that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, they told, when you feel it, just let it out, is what they say. So when you mention that word trance, when you're in that trance state of mind where you're so devoted, you hear the music, the pastors praying, and that energy, it's kind of like being at a concert or something. You feel that energy, you just want to let it out.
I felt that shit at raves, at my last rave in EDC. Yep.
Whatever comes out, your tongue's just rolling. And so that's why I understand now, where it's like, holy crap, yeah, it's just you're under the influence of the energy around you. Let it be. It could be even spirituality, spirits moving around you, influencing you. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? That's up to you to decide. Yeah. But I 100% understand and agree. And looking back now, it's like, damn, I was duped.
I have to say this. One of the most profound church experiences I've ever had in my entire life. It blew my melon, dude. When I was in boot camp, right? I was never like a real big religious person, but when you're in boot camp on Sundays, you have I want to say it's 4 to 6 hours of kind of free time, to a sense. You either got to be polishing your boots, ironing your outfits, whatever. But one of the things you can do is you can go to church, and they offer literally damn near, not every religion, but they have the top 15 religions at boot camp that you can go attend. So
where's Rastafarian?
Rastafari, I King Selassie the Third. But I ended up going to a church with my buddies, who are regular churchgoers, and it was I think you call it a gospel church. I think it was Christian, but there's a lot of singing going on. But I remember sitting there, and it's in this fucking huge building. There's all the window panes and whatnot, and it's kind of dark. And I swear to you, man, when everyone was singing these songs, I am not bullshitting, I was seeing orbs, dude, fucking bounce around the fucking walls. No bullshit. And no, I was not high. Again, I was in boot camp. I swear to you. And I was I will never forget that. So, Danny, when you were mentioning spirits, things move, I've fucking seen that shit with my own two eyes. Sober as could be.
Wow. Saying. Orbs, baby. Orbs is another rabbit hole.
Yeah. Orbs, mounds, and midgets. That's right.
Hey, let's make that our next episode. Orbs, mounds, and midgets. Trebles, thank you for giving us your time, brother.
Yeah.
Plug in your show and anything else you have coming up, man.
I want to give thanks to the Lord for allowing me to be here today, guys. And thank you so much for sharing your platform. Every single person that's sharing right now, watching and contributing to the show, keep doing it. I see Cave being at the top of its game this fucking year, so right next to us. We're not losing you guys. I'm not eating your fucking dust. I'll put it to you like this, guys. It's a fucking honor and a pleasure to fucking have joined your show today and giving everybody a little dose of greatness with Paranoid Radio Podcast. Make sure you check us out at paranoidradio.com, paranoidradio.com.
And do not forget to drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts for K4V3 and also for Paranoid Radio Podcast on Apple Podcasts. It allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoyed making this amazing episode with amazing fucking colleagues. Thank you so much, guys.
Hell yeah, man. You guys have anything to plug? Chef Danny?
Nah, check us out at K4V3.com. Oh, see you, Trebles.
Trebles is out.
He's like, I'm out. Nah, just yeah, glad to be here, guys. That's all I could say. With the little bit of times I have, I'm glad to be here.
Muted, man. You muted. Something happened.
No one wants to
let me try to read his lips. We got into that.
I'm back.
There you go.
But yeah, no, always a blast, man. Always a blast. Love doing this with you fellas. So that was awesome, dude. I actually learned a lot. I got some notes written down, and I'm gonna start digging into some stuff that I'm not too well versed in.
I learned John the Baptist was Jesus' cousin.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, man. They apparently also had.
Maybe I did, and I forgot.
So I'll tease something. We're working on something called Cave of Wonders, where we're gonna attack these conspiracy theories in more specific categories, in more individualized sections. So we're working on a secret society deep dive, and we're going to go from there. And that's all going to be on Patreon, and that's going to be on our website at cave.com, K4V3.com. Check out our sponsors at safelightcandle.com. We have another episode coming out with Nico later. Thanks for coming on, guys. See ya.
Hasta la pasta.
It may not look like it, but I'm still with the K.
Hey, I'm going to take my mask off this year, bro.
Oh, are you?